Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should listen, we should listen. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. We are the children. Yeah, we are the children. Hell out the dead. The verses rebelling. Straight out the wilderness. Moses was with us. We should listen, we should listen.
It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we... It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. Hey. It's been a long day. I woke up in the building, bad as children in the hallway. They tryna catch a feeling, but they dealing with the wrong things. They say I'm acting different, cause I don't wanna be a zombie. Hey, them demons feeling froggy and they leaving. If you ain't tryna see the kingdom, then why you braving? Ain't got no time for the fussing and the tweeting. Pray I don't fall, cause I seen them bammers tweet. It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. It's been a long day, I don't know what to do, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, so I call up my brother, man. He told me that it's cool, cause we back to the motherland, and we don't break the rules. Pray that we make it through. It might just take a few. Hey, it's been a long day for me. Hey, it's been a long day for me. Hey, it's been a long day for me.
Got my line, We've been out so long, it's time to get back up. If adjustment falls, he gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. Get back up, get back up. We've been out so long, it's time to get back up. If adjustment falls, he gon' get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up. Get back up, get back up, get back up, get back up. Got bills to pay. Checking my spirit, please tell me which demon am I gonna have to go kill today. Running off faith, I'm running off grace. I'm giving off praise and they feel away. Oh yeah, they feel away. All praise for the zeal today. Don't care how you feel today. Oh yeah, I'm a Jew in our time now. Go tell me the boys gon' pipe down. Fan and talk on my child now. Gird up, you know it's time to fight now. And we just been patient, waiting, dodging, Satan. They been hating, perpetrating. Hear my statement, we not breaking in the kingdom, celebrating. We've been out so long, it's time to get back up. If adjustment falls, he gon' get back back up, get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up, 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 get back up. We've been down so long, it's time to get back up, get back up. If adjustment falls, he gon' get back up, get back up. When the Savior calls, we gon' get back up, 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 get back up.
Two tough, we undefeated. We got, I know you see it. I told them keep the law, they switched the blood, I couldn't believe it. Was cool when I was out here living wrong and couldn't see it. Quickly became a king soon as the OB got deleted. Two tough, we undefeated. We got, I know you see it. I'm trying to live like Christ, shining my light, I hope you see it. The OB dead and gone, cut off my arm cause I ain't need it. This is the word of God, so keep his laws if you believe it. Tell me what can I lose, I'm on my last now. It's like everyone I knew, they turned their back now. I'm out here on my own, who got my back now? It's so much left to prove, let's get on track now. I won't back down, I'm going hard. Every day I'm on my job, this is what set us apart. Leaving them hard, every day I'm on my job, this is what set us apart. Leaving them hard, every day I'm on my job, this is what set us apart. Leaving them scarred, it don't need to be hard. Scriptures don't pick up apart. Swinging my side, reading this, that, and honestly, I just keeping the shot. I know the devil comes soon as I drop my gun. Spiritually spinning that K-round, make them lay down on their face. Spiritually spinning that K-round, make them lay down on their face. The spiritually spinning that K-round, make them lay down on their face. The prophets is back on the way now, we'll play around with the snakes. Living with nothing to say now, when they face hanging out, shame. Be careful who you call your main one, say wanna do you like Cain. People don't say, I'm not trying to chill with you, I'm not trying to build with you. Most of my people are probably kill you, won't deal with you. And this here spiritual, my nigga. I swear every day I'm on my job, nigga. I swear every day I'm on my job, nigga. I swear every day I'm on my job. And we don't quit when it get hard. We too tough, we undefeated. We guys, I know you see it. I'm trying to live like Christ, shining my light, I hope you see it. They owe me dead and gone, cut off my arm cause I ain't need it. This is the word of God, so keep his laws if you believe it. Too tough, we undefeated. We guys, I know you see it. I told them keep the law, they switched the blood, I couldn't believe it. Now I'm out here living wrong and couldn't see it. Quickly became a king soon as the OB got deleted. Hey, found out the truth and I got rowdy with my phone. Found out the truth and I got rowdy with my phone. Found out the truth and I got rowdy with my phone. Found out the truth and I got rowdy with my phone. They didn't wanna listen, I said cool and I went go. Now they don't see me every week, yeah, I'm on go. When I speaking with her remote, I barely talk to my mom. I barely talk to my mom. I hope my people know that I love. I told them keep the laws, I wanna see them say. I switched my life around and now they think I'm crazy. But it won't phase, no, I can't stop. I'm doing my thing now. People be looking at me like I'm strange now. Asking why I don't hang now. They said it ain't gonna be the same. I told them life is full of pain. One thing about growth, you gotta change. Too tough, we undefeated. We got, I know you see it. I told them keep the law, they switched the blood, I couldn't believe it. Was cool when I was out here living wrong and couldn't fall, 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 and couldn't fall.
Welcome to Four Corners News, where the truth speaks. I'm Officer Daniel, and to my right,
Officer Azaniah,
and to my far right,
Officer Lael,
and to my other right,
Officer Zion.
And we make up Four Corners News.
That's right. Why brothers are acting real slow and shy, you know?
Yeah, to think about it.
They're very confused, man.
Confused.
Like, come on, brothers. You know, it's not the first time that we've been doing this, but
yeah, you already know. All right, we holding it down tonight, y'all. So, you know what, we gonna get your international news through a biblical lens. So let's get into it. All right, let me get that first. Let's get into the hot topics, hot news. Sorry,
our brothers, don't be nervous now. Don't be nervous. You know, it's very big shoes to fill. You know,
it's not hard. It's not easy following. You know,
it's not easy. It's not easy.
We'll try to give it to you.
All praises to the Most High. All praises. Shout out to Captain Zakar, Captain Severus.
That's right.
That's right.
And whoever is traveling on the special mission that we've been doing.
Right.
We can't drop. We can't name drop because
they just got to pop up. Once they pop up and then they see the purple everywhere, and then they know it's a problem.
We just show up.
We just show up.
We just show up.
Show up, show out.
Hey, there's no military on earth that announce before they get there.
Right.
So y'all just wait. Y'all wait and watch. But hey, let me get that first one. All right, read that.
Florida permitless carry law hasn't taken effect, contrary to claims after beach shooting.
Hey, I'm letting y'all know this right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Negro calling card. The law hasn't gone into effect yet.
Mm-hmm.
But because I myself, while I'm out and about, I already hear Negro won't study no other law.
Right.
Right.
He don't know nothing about no other law.
How,
But
Sway?
when they say, "Hey, listen, you don't need a permit for some hammer,"
Yep.
it's about to go down.
I'm gonna be honest. We're very wise to do evil. That's
Why-
what
that's-
the script.
that's
That's
what
what
that
the
is.
scripture says, right?
Right,
Because I was
right.
watching something on TikTok live about this girl, and I believe her brother ended up shooting. He's an athlete. I don't remember his name. Because I don't deal with Greek fascists anymore, so I'm sorry if I don't remember his name.
Come on now,
Right.
dog.
But she went into Google, typed in accessory to a crime, accessory to a murder, all of that, and the white woman prosecutor ended up getting her on Google charges.
That's the only time a Negro
wait.
becomes a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only time. But they already know what they're doing with this whole law.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna affect our people majorly because like how you said, our
Mhm.
people are already wise to do evil.
Right.
They already out here banging and doing all this other thing. Now you're just gonna put more weapons in our community, and then more violent acts is going to happen.
Remember what the governor said. The governor is DeSantis.
DeSantis, yeah.
DeSantis is trying to, instill, if you pass out flyers that feels like it's hate crime, you going to jail.
Right.
He's taking away he's trying to implement the 1619 project.
Right.
Trying to cut off us from teaching the word of God. That's number one. And not only that, trying to stop a next generation from even understanding a little bit of history.
Yeah,
Right.
removing
And
history.
now
all of it.
that's pure hatred. And now he's saying, you know what? You don't need permits anymore. If you shoot one another, it is what it is.
Because what they're banking on is, which is the thing they always get our people from, is that a lot of our people don't understand that the laws that run this country does not pertain to us, because we're still not citizen of this country. Because these laws that he's passing, that's for his people.
Right.
Because there's so many like social experiments or surveys that's been done where you can have a white person in any state that has open carry, like North Carolina, you name it, that has open carry. They can walk down the street next to the police station with a rifle. That's a deadly weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens to them. But let you have a black person, Hispanic person have any type of weapon.
Oh, you going to jail?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, you going to jail?
Oh, that law. You can quote that law until you blue in the face.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
Hey, we need that soundbite. You remember that soundbite? That brother that was on the bus, and I think some sister spit on him, and then he knocked her.
Oh,
He said,
yeah,
"You
yeah.
going to jail?
You going to jail now?
Jail.
You going to jail?"
Hey,
We need
officer,
that.
just
Get
to
that.
land back off what you said, like you said, the law is not for us. The Bible said the law is slack. So these laws are pertaining to the Caucasians, the Americans. That's
Right,
pertaining to them.
right,
So when they
right.
shoot you, they could be like, "I was standing my ground." Because we got black on black crime. That stuff happens all throughout our cities.
Yeah.
They don't do nothing about that. They wanted to be where the oppressor is shooting one of us, and he can get away with it. Oh, he stand his ground. He good.
Self-defense.
Yeah,
Right.
self-defense.
Right. They always pull those laws to benefit their community and their race
Right.
way before us. Give me that next one. Next one. Come on, y'all. Stay up. Keep up. Read that.
Principal asks student if his braided hair meant he's a gangster.
Scroll down.
Damn.
Scroll down. Let's see.
See
if
that?
he
Look at
looks
the
like a
brother.
gangster.
The
Let's see if
little
he looks
brother.
like a gangster.
This brother. Go read down. I want to read that first paragraph because y'all. I want to give you some information on this brother. So the principal called this brother. He saw him and he said, "Man, listen, your braids look like you a gangster." That's what he asked that little brother. Watch this. Read that.
The parents of a 7th grade student.
So 7th grade. What? How old you is when you in 7th grade?
Not old enough to
Not
be a gangster.
second
I know
grade.
that.
Like 12, 13. So 12,
7,
13-year-old boy, this principal gonna ask him if he a gang member.
How, Sway?
Go ahead.
Said they've decided to transfer their son from his current school after his principal asked him if his braided hair meant he's a gangster.
So I don't want the rest of it. So not only are they giving telling our people that they can legally, or I guess illegally, carry fire, because I don't trust it. Go get your permit, man. Don't walk around here with no firearm.
It's a setup.
With
Right.
no yeah, it is a
Setup.
setup. It is a setup. So not only are they telling you to go get iron, now they telling you you already a gangster at 12 to 13 years old.
Mm.
That was
Yep.
dumb as
This
hell.
is set up. That's crazy. How you gonna tell you a principal? You supposed to motivate these young men
Right,
to
right.
become entrepreneurs, successful citizens, to benefit the community, and you raising him up to already have the mentality that you a gangster.
Because we got a gangster amongst our midst. Let's point the camera towards the gangster right now.
Hey,
if y'all in the
put the
spirit,
camera on that brother right there,
if y'all
man.
in the spirit,
Put the camera.
oh my God, you are a gangster.
Hold on. Hey, Officer Zion, explain yourself. You got to stand up for the brother.
Look, I got something to say. 'Cause here's the thing. Because nonetheless, this is the picture that they always push in our people. Because you can have one of their own can commit any crime. It can be as horrific as possible. Guess what? They always choose to push the pictures of them going to prom,
Right.
with the suits on, with the bow ties.
Right,
They are
right.
upstanding citizens.
Right.
But our people can do something as simple. Like I think there's a new case right now where this young man was running away. He did not steal anything. Just a couple of bottles of waters. He got shot in the back. Got put to death for something he didn't even do. And guess what? Guess what picture they put? A picture that, guess what, is going to incriminate him.
Right.
Because
that's what they do with our
yeah,
people.
because remember, this is the thought that society gets taught.
Right.
Whether I've actually heard people speak that never been to America. They never really experienced being around a multitude of so-called African Americans, which is from the tribe, our brothers from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
That's
They never really been around them. They just seen them visually through media.
Right.
And that is the thought. Automatically, not being around them,
Right.
not knowing anything about them, just because this is what is pushed in media. That we are gangsters, that we are thugs, drug dealers, and we gonna get a lot more into that later.
And you know what that's called? Let me get that in Ezekiel chapter 35, and let's just read verse 5. Because it's a problem when we do it, but when they do it, it's okay. It's okay for a white man to sit there. He could get dreads, get locked up, golds and tattoos.
Right.
He's not a threat, but the minute they see that your spirit,
He's being earthy.
he's being earthy.
Right.
Yeah, he's from the earth.
He's a hippie.
He's from the motherland.
He's
He's,
a
a
hippie.
hippie. It's a different
Damn.
word.
Different word.
He's a
You
hippie.
ain't a gangster.
So when we
Nations-
do it,
the-
we are drug
Right.
dealers.
The nations get dreads, they hippies.
Right.
Doggone African Americans get dreads, they drug dealers.
you're
Yeah.
done.
wrong with you?
That's
You're
crazy.
done.
Okay, let's read
Ain't
that.
no way,
This is
boy.
what God calls it. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
It's a forever hatred that keeps on going on where
Right.
you teach the next generation of their kids how to be racist towards us. Just because you
Right.
have braids in your head doesn't mean that you're a gangster, right? It could be it could be a fashion style that you're going after, whatever it may be, right? Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
And every time they have a chance to exercise that right of racism, they do. How do they do that? They shoot us down in the street.
Right.
And we just read in the previous article saying that you have a right to carry
No
carry
permit
without
firearm.
no permit.
Right.
So that way we get to shoot
No
each
permit
other.
firearm.
That's how we see
Give
that
them
the
firearm.
so-called Caucasian man or the so-called white man, all the other nations exercise this spirit of hatred that they have towards the children of Israel.
So give them firearms and teach them that they gangsters. Hey, next article. That's crazy. The ploy and
Ain't
the
no way,
plot
boy.
is so obvious. It's so right in front of your face.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. But our people are asleep, man.
Yeah, they choose not to see.
Next article. Watch this. Read that.
U.S. one of 17 countries practicing modern slavery with forced labor report.
So the U.S. is one of 17 countries that actually practice modern day slavery. So they give you guns, teach you that you gangsters, and then put your ass back in slavery. Damn.
Damn. I thought we was free. I thought we was free. We was free.
That's what it says. America is the land of the home of what is it? I just live here. I don't stay here.
Or something like that.
That brother live. This your country.
He believed it.
You're an American. You American.
I don't believe that.
Hey man, as long you know how black people is, as long as you make $20 an hour, you got a good job.
Yeah.
You got a good job. You are making it.
I got a company car. I make $25 an hour. Hey, This is land of the home of the brave and the free.
Right.
That's why when we read articles like that, it says, America is one of the places that does practice slavery. It's hard for them to believe because of all the benefits that Esau, or the so-called white man, has given the children of Israel, which is the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
And a lot of times, a lot of our people didn't even actually notice because, like I said, our people don't actually study the law or understand it or read it unless it pertains to them getting a free firearm. Right. But that's basically what now our people actually are aware of the 13th Amendment because, we got our brothers out here on the street corners giving the gospel, giving the sense, giving the understanding. Right. So our people are becoming knowledgeable of this. So if you didn't know, yes, once they give you those so-called fake liberties, it's a setup, bro. Right. And then you get a felony charge or you get incarcerated, you become an inmate, you are now considered a slave legally. Yep. They done made it a legal way to get free slave labor. Right. That's what that's going on.
Yeah, that just means they didn't change. They just did it because niggas was complaining. Like, niggas was complaining. What I mean by that, niggas was complaining. You had the civil rights movement or any
black code,
or black code, the black code, so on and so forth, where when our people started to see the oppression, it was outright. They like, okay, damn, they are banding together. We have a problem. So that's why J. Edgar Hoover with the COINTELPRO, he said, we got to stop the rise of the black messiah. We got to start dividing them. We have to do a lot of different things. So that's what we're seeing now.
So as this is all going on and we Israelite brothers, we see it and we beginning to stand up and do things and start to teach our people and give them the understanding so we don't get caught sleep out here. The pastor, the Christian church is getting it in, y'all. Let's get that next article, man.
Here we go. While we at war, the Christian church
sleep.
Yeah, they're making whores.
They sleep. Let's get to the top stories. Read that.
Damn, you rhyme. You got your Deacon ASAP going on. That's right.
Bars.
Just don't start singing to us. That's it. I'm done.
We don't need no one Lily right now, man.
Yeah, we need
Go ahead,
fire.
put that article,
we need
man.
fire. We need Psalms 149. Come on, read that.
Pastor and gospel singer Dietrich Haddon claps back at critics after viral video of his wife twerking on him.
Hey, I don't really. Yeah, I don't listen. I don't listen to gospel music, so especially I'm a repentant. But even when I was in the world, I never really listened to it. So I actually tried to look up some of this brother's songs. I don't know none of them. So this is the first time I'm actually hearing about this guy. But he has been making, hit songs for about a couple years now, 10 years or whatever. And it got a couple of good views. So this brother converted his life to so-called Christ, I guess, Christian church. And a video which he posted went viral. Let's read I want to read the first paragraph to it.
So they twerking in heaven.
They twerking, man.
She's dropping it low for Jesus.
Dropping it low. They make it clap for Jesus.
God sucks.
Amazing.
Come on, read that.
Pastor and gospel artist Dietrich Haddon is responding to the negative comments he received after a clip of himself and his wife, Dominique Michter, dancing together on his 50th birthday went viral.
So hold on, we got a pastor / gospel artist at a birthday party for his 50th birthday with his wife twerking and then posted on social media.
Wait a minute.
I'm confused.
Wait. Let's go back. Maybe this is just me, or maybe I'm just like not that smart. But pull it back up. This is how you know the Christian church is filled with confusion. Just read the pastor's name and just read the wife's name, just for me, real quick.
Pastor and gospel artist Dietrich Haddon.
Okay, and just say read the part and his wife.
After a clip of himself and his wife, Dominique McTire.
Why don't they have the same last name?
She's independent.
Because
Damn!
Don't
make sense. Is that truly your wife, or you just like you still a slider?
Hey man, listen.
Jesse's turn. That's all it is.
Slider.
That's his turn.
What it say?
That's your little ride or die.
Right.
A happy wife, a happy life, bro.
Nah.
You know Christian doctrine. That's like the second commandment in the Christian
50-50.
church.
I'm sorry. I took you way off, bro. Go ahead. Bro.
Read on, man. It's crazy.
In the clip, McTire is seen bending over and twerking on her husband. The Love Him Like I Do singer posted the video to his Instagram with a caption typing up his wife. This is how you turn 50. You gotta get a good twerk from your wife. Oh yeah. This was her at the party, so you can imagine my personal after party.
So this is the pastor tweeting this on his page. You gotta get a good twerk from your wife. This is how you turn 50.
You know what's crazy?
This is a
officer?
pastor.
Like, you know what's crazy? That's how you know there is like the scriptures, the Bible that they have at these churches. They don't read it.
I don't know.
They have no idea what's actually in the scriptures, what the Bible says. Because now you gotta ask yourself the questions: what is the difference between what he shows to the whole world?
Right.
Because I'm sure he got millions of followers than what these rappers are doing with our sisters.
Right.
What's the difference?
Let's help him out. Let me get a script. Go to 2 Corinthians 5:17, because I guess his 10 years ago of converting over to Christ, he forgot, because I watched the video and I'm not gonna play it because we don't want to see that shit. But yeah, he's still converted after 10 years, and I can't tell the difference. When I saw the video, it looked like I was watching what's that club called? Golden Shade Make It Rain something. I don't know the name of these clubs, man. Hey, this is how you find out. Hey, this is how you find out what brothers is around you, bro. Hey, what's the club name?
It's one of them.
But any one of those clubs names, man. Watch this. Read that.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
So when you become in Christ, things are supposed to be different. It's supposed to be new. If you doing the exact same things you used to do while you was in the club, and you in Christ, I'm telling you right now, you don't got Christ in you.
So obviously, what you're saying is, if you can't tell the difference from that clip in a clip from one of them rappers or whatever they are, doing a music video,
it looked like a music video,
and women twerking on them, that means amazing.
Amazing.
Alexander had a good point. He says he was on a show years back, Pastors of LA.
There you go.
So he's getting twerked on by his wife, which y'all have different last names, which I don't get. Now you doing reality TV shows, just like how
Hey, I actually watched one of those videos. Well, I ain't watched the whole thing. I just watched the beginning. One of his videos, I think it was like a couple months ago, he shot something standing or whatever. I think he had his wife in it, and it was based off he caught his wife cheating, committing adultery. He pulled, in the beginning of the damn clip, he pulled the gun on her, him, everybody. I'm trying to understand.
Come on now, dog.
I'm trying to understand.
Come on, man.
Real quick.
Where's Christ?
You
Go
mind
ahead.
if I get a scripture?
Hey,
go
go
to
ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 26 real quick. Because
Bring it out, man.
Officer Zion has been saying, there's no real difference. If I could put you next to a rapper and I ask which one is the pastor and which one is the rapper, and I can't tell, there's a problem. That means you're a friend of the world. You're not a friend of Jesus.
Right.
26. Ezekiel 22 and 26.
It's Wolverhampton.
Ezekiel 22 and 26. I'm looking at it right now.
22.
Ezekiel 22 and verse 26.
Just read it.
Come on, bro.
He's in Isaiah. This brother is in Isaiah.
Hey,
He's
that brother is off today, man. I think something's wrong with his spirit.
Ezekiel chapter 22
Hold on,
verse 26.
hold on, bro.
Don't rush us.
Don't rush us, bro.
You can't
I'm
skip
gonna take
past
it out,
this.
right? We wanted. Listen. This is my comment. Yellow. Oh man,
y'all wouldn't know, but we know.
We know. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Her priests have violated my law.
Her priests have violated God's laws. Because why? The Christian church is notorious for saying that you don't have to keep the laws of God.
Right.
Not even the Big Ten.
Right.
Because if you keep the Big Ten, then you fall.
You fall out of grace.
You fall out of grace.
You fall in sin.
No,
you fall out of.
This is how he did it when I saw the video. You fall out of grace.
Yeah.
What in the hell?
But then again, But then again, what do we have to do to get into the kingdom of heaven? We got to repent. What does it mean to repent?
Right.
You got to stop sinning. So, do you got to keep the laws of God? Do you got to teach the laws of God? No, you don't have to do that. That's all confusion, right? This is what it's making reference to. Read.
And have profaned mine holy things.
Read.
They have put no difference between the holy.
What's supposed to be set right.
Right.
Read.
And profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them.
So the whole point that we want out of there, there's no difference between the clean and the unclean. Meaning, how could you tell the difference? Your life becomes that example of what's clean in the eyes of God. Meaning, through you keeping the commandments, you're set apart.
Right.
People are not going to be able to be like, okay, this dude is a rapper.
Right.
And then from the unclean.
That's why he put in his title pastor, what is that? Artist, music, rapper, artist, or something like that. He both. He don't know what to do.
Hey, officer, you mind if I just get a script real quick?
Go ahead, man. Try
get me Isaiah 29 and 13, just to lean back off what Officer and I said, because we're going off of the comment that you can't tell the difference between a rapper who's their job is to entertain.
Right.
And they're down to do just about anything, as they say, for the bag. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me.
Because you would hear at the beginning of that article, you would hear pastor, and you would think that, this is supposed to be a man of God, right? You hear pastor, so-and-so, and his wife, they're righteous. You see, he married, he trying to give a good example. Read on.
And with their lips do honor me.
What they do?
With their lips do honor me.
So all that gospel singing and all that stuff that they do at the church, that's just lip service.
Yeah,
Read on.
Right.
But have removed their heart far from me.
And how do we know they have removed their heart far from the Lord? Because you can see it by their actions.
Right.
There's no difference between them and Blueface.
Right.
There's no difference between them and NBA Youngboy.
That's
because that's what they're doing out there. They're hoeing out our sisters.
Hey,
and he's going to send it to his wife.
That's why you got what's his name? That pastor that went to P Diddy birthday party or whatever.
Who was it? Hey, Facebook, YouTube.
I can't remember the dude name.
Talk to us. Who was that pastor?
Y'all don't remember the pastor that went to P Diddy birthday
Help
party?
us out.
Was that Kirk Franklin?
Nah, that wasn't Kirk Franklin. That was the fat one.
TD
TD
Jakes.
There we go.
Just came
TD
up.
Jakes.
Yep.
Yeah, TD Jakes. That's why exactly he had them the P Diddy birthday party, because that's the circle that they include themselves in, because they want to all fall under the banner of famous.
But don't the scriptures say don't be unequally yoked?
Right.
So what's a pastor doing in the same house as a rapper? Y'all on the same mind.
You don't have the love of God in you. No, I gotta win them over. So what I gotta do, I gotta teach them a different gospel.
Yeah, I gotta get in. I gotta do the sin, so let them know that that's wrong. But I gotta do it with them.
Goes to show you that they don't know the Bible. Just finish that real quick. Just the last part.
Come on.
Isaiah 29:13.
And their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
The action that is seen on social media by millions of people, that's how other people are learning. Oh, he did this. He's a pastor. I can do it too.
Right.
Next time I have my party, my wife will be twerking on YouTube.
Damn.
Hey, but while they coming at you, they coming at you in all different fronts. Christianity, they coming at you with these laws that's set up against you, right? And even they trying to kill us with our food, y'all. Let's go to the next article.
Bring it out.
Study. Bill Gates' lab-grown meat causes cancer in humans.
Damn. So I mean, we've been listening for a while, and we've been paying attention to what the heathen is doing about. This is the heathen solution to hunger, right? Famine, what the Lord is plaguing the earth with right now.
My question is, what does this guy that built a computer or just, had a tech company has to deal with humanitarian rights?
Hey, remember, this is the same guy that says we need to lower the population.
Right.
This is the same guy that they're now entrusting him to create vaccines. They're now entrusting him to make our food products.
Wait a minute.
You see what I'm saying? You got to see the pattern. And now all of a sudden, there's an article out that the fake meat that this guy's creating is creating cancer.
And officer, he hasn't changed though, because if you check the intricacies of how he made his money, this man made his money by creating viruses for computers. So now he's just moving on to a bigger platform.
Damn.
That's all it is.
So now he's using the human body
There you go.
create viruses.
There you
Damn.
go.
Right. Wow. So that's crazy. You already know what the scriptures say about us and our foods. Give it to me, officer. You already know. Read it.
Genesis.
I think he's lost.
Come on, man. Come on,
Come
man.
on,
Really,
man.
man?
Ever since he put on
Yellow shirt,
he
man.
put on that
Just say
yellow.
yellow.
Shirt. Ever since you put on yellow, bro,
Yellow's
you don't
making him
change. Your
sad.
spirit has changed.
Yellow make
Yellow
me
make me
turn
sad.
into a yellow make me sad, bro. Ezekiel 4, man. Give me that. Ezekiel 4 and 13. It's
You
13.
know what I want, brother.
The foul foods, man. Come on,
Ezekiel
man.
chapter 4 and verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
So God said, this is the prophecy being fulfilled. God said we were going to eat defiled food. And then we already knew something was wrong with the doggone food. That's why I don't eat
Right.
McDonald's. I don't eat that stuff. So many articles came out about Mickey D's, about human meat being in their nuggets.
Hey, officer, they said that at the airport. One of the captains said at the airport they see Chick-fil-A and they've been sitting there waiting on their plane for about 2 hours. They seen 1,000 people lined up for some Chick-fil-A chicken. Where the hell you got all them chickens from?
Right.
Ain't no truck come through the back. They ain't do no, how y'all got all this chicken? Where does all this chicken from?
Hey, I
Let you know ain't no damn chicken.
I delivered to one of the companies at work, and the place I delivered to next door is like a bird store, and I see them bringing in the chicken. That's not enough chicken for us to eat chicken every day, man.
Nah.
It's not. That's why leadership been bringing out, man. We got to start paying attention to our health, pay attention to what we eating. We got many groups down here in Miami where we burning the fat, and it's going throughout the nation. So y'all got to be careful, man. We gonna eat our defiled food.
And not only that, the defiled food goes into the food that they're processing. Some of them might have diseases. Some of them have mental diseases, whatever it may be. And now they blend it in, and they put some special chemical, and they make it look fresh. They make it smell fresh to where you're putting that into your body, and you become what you eat. So now
you in the spirit. Go ahead.
So now what happens is that you get diseases, and diseases come out of nowhere. That's why some people they have the revelation, let me just stop eating meat. And there's nothing wrong with you if you eat meat or not, but just the excess of it. That's what it's making reference to.
The scriptures say though you don't do that stuff in excess, because nothing is good for you. What do you have, officer?
A lot of down here in Florida, we got over there in Fort Myers, there's places where people live off. They don't live off the land, but they live in large areas where there's land, right? Mm-hmm. Those people you see when you go out west or are they out in the country, they not going to Walmart.
Right.
They get they meat from the butcher.
Right.
They fish their fish. They don't go to Walmart to buy salmon. They fish their own fish.
Because they understand that what this guy is doing is biblical. A lot of our people not in a sense where they understand that it's in the Bible. We're gonna show you that it's actually in the Bible, but they're getting the sense of this man is being revealed.
Exactly.
They see the poison that he pushes and everything that he touches. Give me that real quick in Revelations, and then we give it back to the officer. Revelation chapter 6. I just want to pull this point.
Bring it out.
And read verse 8.
Bring it out.
Yes, sir.
Revelation chapter 6 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse.
A pale horse.
And his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him.
So this man that sat on this pale horse, which is death, and hell followed him, is this man here. Esau, Edom, Idumea, Babylon. He has many names in the Bible. God is describing him. Read on.
And power was given unto them.
And he has power in these last days. God gave him the earth. God said he gave the earth to the wicked. Read.
Over the fourth part of the earth.
The fourth part is America. America is the fourth part of the earth. Bishop brought it out many, many times. Read.
To kill with the sword.
So he kills, while he reigns, he kills with the sword. You see it through his war, the war in Ukraine, the war against North Korea, the war against China, right? Read.
And with hunger.
With famine.
Bring it up.
This is his solution. If we can't make enough food for the population, let's try to lower the population, and let's try to make fake food to feed until we lower the population.
And with death.
With death.
And with the beasts of the earth.
And wait, what?
And with the beasts of the earth.
That's called zoonosis.
Right.
Zoonosis, the beast of the earth. Mixing genes, mixing blood, doing all this, making the damn tiger sleep with a lion. Right. This is what this man does. When God says it's supposed to be this way, he says, nah, let's change it. Let's mix stuff together. Let's make something new. That's what he's doing.
And that represents God. And when you read in verse 8 again, it says, and I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was death. No matter what Esau touches, it brings death.
It brings death.
Whether it's in the food industry, it's in a pharmaceutical industry, or it's in whatever industry, he brings death. Because why? His God is money. Right. Money, guns, and oil. That's it.
Right.
So whatever he has to do to keep that stuff going, he's gonna kill you. Right. And the way that he does it is pretty much what the officer just said.
That's why he's a ruling nation, because he got it by killing people, putting people to death.
Right.
Now he's in control of the food. He's in control. He's in control of everything. So anything you got to get from him, you got to go to him, which is death.
Right. All praises. Hey, so we'll be right back after these commercial breaks on Four Corners News.
One more time. 20 is strong. 20 is strong. 20 is strong. 20 is strong. 20. It's been 20 years. 20. It's been 20 years strong. It's been 20 years strong. Hey, I ain't scared no more.
We fall, we break, we fail, but then we rise, we heal, we overcome.
Why would I give up? Yeah, right here at the finish line, you must not know what's up. Cause we ain't got much time and we been going in. Yeah, it feel like so long. Yeah, and all the hate we done taste at the end of the day, we can say, yeah. If it's 20 years strong, if it's 20 years strong, say what, after all of the trials and all of the tribulation, we stand here an organized nation. Many thought that we wouldn't come back from the eyes we was facing, but these bricks built on strong foundations. That's why they in the uproar with no answer for us. They sending spies in so they can damage the trust. Some try to copy the plans of the just, but wax old and they sin, so they can't hold a candle to us. We got the earth trigger. We even built billboards. See the bigger picture? Our haters sit and bicker, but we been getting fitter. Cause we stand by God. We trying to be the full package to get delivered. We got elders that paved the way. Youngins out every day. Sisters for help and stay. Sins that we got to slay. Plus it's way more than we got on the way. Plus these heathens still got to pay. So why would I give up? Why would I give up? Right here at the finish line, you must not know what's up. Must not know what's up. Cause we ain't got much time and we been going in. It don't stop, won't stop, won't stop. It feel like so long, so long. And all the hate we done taste at the end of the day, we can say it. If it's 20 years strong, if it's 20 years strong, it's been 20 years strong.
Israel, stand up. Let's go.
20 years.
Born in afflictions,
Nurtured in adversity, our patience wrought resilience. Resilience killed all uncertainties. Hustle wherever the work would be. Muscle for that mustard seed. Focus on repentance while niggas was inventing errors. Some was scared to grow up. Yeah, there's some grown ass kids. We even seen some get locked up for some of that ish that they did. But we some champions. Lord made us different, out here stomping. From Bourbon Street to Bill Barclays, BET bombs. We keep it popping. Ease up, boys. Never giving up or giving in. We the prophets. Better miss us with that nonsense. ADL, really? You look silly boxing God. You can't stop this prophecy. Our aspirations different. This here kingdom's just a stop with me. Bishop had the vision, gave the mission, now it's policy. Aimed at exponential. Did we listen, nigga? Obviously. We IUIC.
Why would I give up? Why would I give up? Right here at the finish line. Right here at the finish line. Cause we ain't got much time. We ain't got much time. We're going in, y'all. It feel like so long. So long. And all the hate we done faced at the end of the day. We can say, if it's 20 years strong. If it's 20 years strong. If it's 20 years strong. Say what? Yeah. 20 years strong.
And you know, we gotta stop. That's why we're here. We're trying to organize black people together. But the fact that we're trying to clean our people up from sin, trying to clean up our people out of Israelites, trying to clean them up from breaking God's laws. The commandments of God are not being taught in the churches.
Now, the IUIC says the movement is full steam ahead.
20 years gone, man, it feel like yesterday. That I met up with the bishop and learned another way. He said we about to go fishing, yo, is you with it? And I became a fisher of men as it is written. Fishing. He threw the net out so we could pull the fishes up. Couldn't see the serpents and sharks was trying to eat us up. Wicked brothers in other camps wanted to beat us up. Whole world coming together trying to defeat us all. I pull my sword out and I prepare for war. And I begin to strike back with Friday Night Raw. I asked the Lord to strengthen my spirit so I don't miss. And put the words inside of my mouth, they can't resist. Now everybody hating us, waiting to debate with us. We ain't never lose our focus, we woke the people up. We ain't never made no excuses when all the heat was on. We just told them, man, hold the line and keep it pushing on. 20 years later, yo, we still here. What them haters saying, listen, I don't even care. Real men of the Lord remain brave, cause he that shall endure to the end will be saved.
We love you, Bishop. 20 years strong. Peace out, haters. That's the way you end a Passover. That's the way you end a Sabbath. We love you, Israel. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for not believing the slander. We can't do this without you. We love you. Every day that y'all come together and you support us just gives us the strength to go on. 20 years strong. 20 years strong. They ain't get the memo.
We about to turn the world upside down. 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 Upside
Pull up the article. All right, read.
Marine who put homeless man in deadly chokehold is good Samaritan, says Ron DeSantis.
Wow. You put a homeless man in a deadly chokehold. You're called a good Samaritan. Now let's read and find out what happened. Okay, so this is the man that got put into a chokehold for at least 3 minutes, and he ended up being in a hospital and he died. All right, continue. There's always somebody oppressing a black man, right? Read.
The Marine Corps veteran who put a homeless man in a deadly chokehold was a good Samaritan, Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has said. Daniel Penny was recorded on a New York City subway earlier this month, putting Jordan Neely in a chokehold, and has been denounced as a vigilante by commentators. Neely was reportedly acting in an erratic manner.
So just because you are a black man and you're acting erratic, that means you are a vigilante. Did he show a gun? Did he show a gun?
No, sir.
Did he brandish a knife, a weapon, or anything like that? Because now what you're dealing with somebody that is trained, that's in the Marine Corps. Something that's very hard, as far as what I understand, for you to get into. You got to be the toughest of the tough of the Esau, a part of Esau's military, in order for you to be in that. So that means you have training on when to use deadly force and when not to use deadly force. But you mean to tell me you have somebody on the floor for at least 3 minutes?
You know what that reminds
and
you
you
of?
Don't let him go.
That reminds you of George Floyd. It's no different. Like, when it comes to us, we are always viewed as the villain. That's why earlier when we start the show, we talked about that young 12-year-old, the principal of his school called him what? Because of his braids, because of your braids, you are a thug. So not only because of your braids, but your skin color. Because of your skin color, you're on this subway. Not that he was making threat to anybody, not that he was hurting anybody, but all of a sudden, because the so-called white man felt so, hey, I'm gonna take you out, and my people gonna hail me as a hero.
But he is a trained professional. So now we got the us reading it. I just would like to get a visual so our people could be able to see what's going on, to see if he was worthy of death. You decide, you judge, because all we just gonna do, we're gonna bring you the solution through the biblical lens, right? Read. Play the video. I'm sorry. Just so play the video. You got it? Go ahead. Play it. So you're restraining a man just like that, and you have people around you.
Because if you think about it, if he was such a danger to the people that's in the subway, once he stopped moving, why not let him go?
Come on. It said Jordan Neely was this. They got a good point. That's a public lynching.
Right.
And I mean, sometimes, if you're in that situation, what starts to happen? Your adrenaline starts to rush, and even with your adrenaline starts to rush, there has to be something that triggers within your mind, which you probably have been taught as far as you being a part of the Marine Corps of when enough is enough.
Right.
That's what we're seeing. That means the only way that it's enough for this society is when they see us 6 feet deep. That's when it's enough.
Hey, matter of fact, let's go with that.
Go ahead.
Give me real quick. Get me on Deuteronomy 28.
Bring it out.
We're gonna start at verse 62 and we're gonna jump down to verse 65.
Bring it out.
Because this is what they're doing to us. Not only that, now we are being hunted by the police force. Now you got a regular clothes civilian doing the same to our people. We're not safe. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 62.
Bring it out.
And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude.
Because when you read in the scriptures, it says what? The children of Israel was numbered as the sand of the sea. Couldn't count us, But the Lord said, He's going to give you the reason, but there will come a time where we'll be left few in numbers. Read on.
Because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God.
Why is these things happening to us?
Because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God.
The God of Abraham, Isaac, of Jacob is the God of the children of Israel. For disobeying the commandments of the Lord, this is why we are suffering here in America. Not just here, but in every corner and crevices of the world. Jump down to verse 65.
Verse 65. And among these nations,
including what? The so-called white man,
shalt thou find no ease.
What will happen?
Shalt thou find no ease.
What happened to Neely?
Shalt thou find no ease.
He got put to death. Not only he was dealing with personal issues like being homeless, he's on a subway, he got put to death.
Man, they said this man was acting in an erotic manner. You think somebody that's homeless is gonna be able to get treatment for whatever mental illness that they have?
Right.
But the governor DeSantis, the governor of Florida, said he acted just right. He's a good Samaritan.
Right.
He did what he was supposed to do.
Because he got rid of another children of Israel.
That's right. Now watch this. Now we think that these people are our friends. Go to Leviticus chapter 26 and let's read verse 17. Let's read that, because we think a lot of these people, when we got over here on cargo slave ships, because the Bible documents that according to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68, we think we was brought over here with our friends. But let's see what God calls them. Read.
Bring it out.
Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 17. Bring it out. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies.
Before your what?
Before your enemies.
And that's what we're seeing, because a lot of the times we start to project. We start to say that the so-called white man is evil, so on and so forth. But this is what God says. Continue.
They that hate you shall reign over you.
So God says that I will, hold on, what did he say? I will set my face against you.
Right.
God is using a specific nation of people to try to get our attention, to let us know that we are in error. And no matter what we do, there's two sets of laws, but it's very invisible. The set of laws is when they do it, it's cool. But when we do it, this happens. Read verse 28.
Verse 28. Then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury. And I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins.
We get punished a lot harder for all of the things that we do, whether it's for all the illegal things that we do. So that's basically what God is showing us. That's what basically God is showing us. God is punishing us 7 times harder for our sins.
Right.
Go ahead. Let's go back to the article. Let's go back to the article. Let's get a little bit more on that. Just a little bit more before we wrap it up. That's crazy.
That's murder.
That's murder. So pause. Go back to the article and let's read the title, and let's get that in 2nd Ezra chapter 11, because this is the scripture that's screaming in my mind right now. That's the scripture that's screaming in my mind when DeSantis made this comment. Read. I mean, pull up the article and then we're gonna read 2nd Ezra 11. I think it's 40. Come on. Scroll back up to the title. Read.
Marine who put homeless man in deadly chokehold is good Samaritan, says Ron DeSantis.
Okay, now watch this. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 11 and let's read verse 42.
2nd Ezra chapter 11 and verse 42. For thou hast afflicted the meek.
That's what we just saw, that he has afflicted the meek. The meek are the people that the children of Israel, right? Read.
Thou hast hurt the peaceable.
What did he do? He didn't do nothing. Read.
Thou hast loved liars.
That has loved what?
Loved liars.
That's why he'll make a statement like that and says, the Marine who put the homeless man in the deadly chokehold is a good Samaritan, because you love liars and you don't see there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So because you don't see nothing wrong with that, you're going to make a statement just like that. All right. With that, we say we'll be right back after these commercial breaks here on Four Corners News.
Four Corner News.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her prices fall above rubies. The heart of a husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for love. And call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for loving. Hold up, we're coming up. Righteous woman covered up. We honest, stay modest. We persevere for the promise. Put it in work, helping our brothers and helping the church. Put it in work, helping our sisters come out of the dirt. The other nations, they tryna do what we do. The devils take us where the children of the book. The other nations, they tryna do what we do. Black is beautiful and they know that's the truth. Call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for love. And call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for love. And give us our Israelite man. Israelite man. Give us our Israelite man. Give us our Israelite man. Royal kings of the earth, holy priests of the church, teaching us the laws. The prophets are back in the righteous we heard. The other nations, they tryna do what we do. The devils take us where the children of the book. The other nations, they tryna do what we do. Black is beautiful and they know that's the truth. Call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for love. And call me Judith, call me Sarah, call me Leah, call me Esther, call me Deborah. Cause an Israelite woman ain't like no other. We obey our lords, manage our homes, and still make time for loving. Still make time for loving. Still make time for loving. And time for learning, putting our bricks and serving. Still make time for loving. Building our nation, raising the next generation. Still make time for loving. Still make time for loving.
You living with no vision, you a blinded dog. End up missing for the mission, then you dying off. Gotta calculate the effort, yeah, I count the cost. All I gain in this world, gotta take a loss. Esau time winding down like the time on. If you thinking otherwise, then your timing wrong. No more celebrations, ain't no mazel tov. The only cocktail you drinking is a Molotov. Get ready for Armageddon, yeah, the end is nigh. It was first by the water, now it's with the fire. Yeah, missiles are like stars in the sky. And when they touch down, watch the stars all align. No astrology, my theology spiritual. Not a heretic, cause my heritage biblical.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about about to turn the world upside down. We're about to turn the world upside down. Upside.
To my right,
Officer Azaniah.
and to my far right,
Officer Lael.
and to his right.
Officer Zion.
And we make up Four Corners News. All right, y'all. All right. Hey, this if we still running, we got a good show. We almost finished, winding down.
I don't think the people want us to finish.
I know. But hey, we on the main topic, so. But like bishops and the deacons and the captains been bringing out for years. We've been telling our brothers, about the industry, about the message that they pushing against us, and the Lord is revealing it. He's bringing it out slowly but surely. The information is being gathered, and the Lord is giving filling up His arsenal for His prophets to use. Right? So give me that first article. Watch this. Read that.
Damson Idris reveals he had nightmares after calling on the devil in order to tap into his role on Snowfall.
So Snowfall, this is one of the big black box box office, box office TV series that our people like to watch. Our people like to watch it, and it just so happened that it's the image that's being pushed about the black man here in America is the only way you can get these big high numbers, these box offices shows, is you got to be a drug dealer, you got to be a gangster, you got to be, you got to be this guy that terrorizes society.
Prime example, Terrence Howard. When have y'all seen him not play a pimp or not play a gangster?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Caddy, man. Come on, man.
Cat Williams, our brothers, they comedians. You feel what I'm saying? They pimps. It's crazy. Dave Chappelle spoke on it. They wanted him to put on a dress, and he said, "Hell no," and disappeared for a couple years.
Right,
and came back.
Right.
So we've been known that the industry, especially this industry, that a lot of our people become successful in, and then gain the population or the popularity. Sorry, they gain the popularity and gain our people because our people look up to them. The things that they had to do in order to gain the success, they had to sell their soul. They had to sell themselves, how the scriptures say, sell your body, right? A lot of them had to bend over, grab knees.
Hey, some ankles there, boy. Some ankles there, boy.
Jiggling. Hey, somebody had to do that, man. Hey, so give me that. Go back to the article, man. Read the first paragraph. The brother said he had to. Hold on, wait. It said he had nightmares after calling on the devil in order to tap into his role on Snowfall. He had to call on the devil.
Damn.
And this is the crazy part about it. He's not even African American.
Right.
This dude is from London, and you call him for the devil.
Right.
I'm pretty sure no matter what parts of the world that you from, everybody know to call on Jesus. You didn't think to try to do that to get your role?
Hey,
come on.
So he knows spiritually.
Come on,
that
calling on the Lord.
Hollywood, you got to tap into the devil in order to get what you can get.
Hey, London over there can correlate, right? Ain't y'all from the same? Y'all went to the same school?
Was it
Wolverhampton?
You from East, North London, South London?
I'm British.
Oh, y'all wasn't in the same city?
Competency.
Hey, read the first paragraph, man.
Come on.
Damson Idris is revealing some of the struggles he went through filming the 6th season of Snowfall, while tweaking on his role as Franklin Saint. The actor opened up about how he had to call on the devil in order to tap into the character.
Read that next one.
I was hitting a block, right? I was like, I'm not doing it right. He said in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter. So I went in the corner, and then I was looking at the wall.
Oh, matter of fact, I think we got the actual interview. Let's play that clip, so that way we don't gotta read it. Let's play the clip, see exactly what he said, how he taps into his role, man.
What happened to calling on the Lord?
Hey, this is the problem. See what happens is a lot of times with our people, they think that this is just acting.
Right.
They think that this is just a job. I'm just doing my job. I'm making this trap music. I'm talking about how gangsta I am, all these bricks I got, but it's just a job. And they don't know that they're gonna have to be held accountable for every idle word.
That's
right.
There's a quote about that also that says, "Life imitates art, and art imitates life."
Right.
Because what's his name with the show that 50 Cent is producing, Power.
Right.
Omar Hardwick made a similar statement as well.
Right.
About what he had to do to be able to play Ghost on that show.
Damn.
Because when you read like those scripts, you literally seeing yourself being the devil to your people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's literally what they are calling you to play.
Right.
And that's who you have to become, that person for that show.
The crazy thing about it is that they'll change the name. You see how Esau likes to do things? It's not called rape, but it's called a forcible act or whatever it may be.
Right.
But they call it method acting.
Yeah.
Method acting. Like basically how you dive so deep into a role and you become that person. Just like how, the Joker that was playing Batman, he ended up killing himself because Heath Ledger. He dived so deep into the role, it then became his spirit.
Right.
Your spirit changed.
A lot of them go on and they play those roles. Some of them can't get out of character for about months. It takes them to a while to tap back to the regular.
Remember,
self.
because it becomes their brand now.
Right.
Like certain characters, when you become that character, it's like you are that character to the world.
Right.
Like when you that Edomite Thor or Iron Man or whatever those other characters are, every time somebody see you, that's who they see you as.
Right.
Because of the imagery that's pushed about you, and it's global. Right. Everybody knows who Iron Man is. Everybody knows who these fictitious characters are that go about the earth. And that's you now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they don't understand that it ties into that spirit. So every time they see this brother, that's drug dealing Snowfall brother.
Right.
But play the clip.
Come on. Play it.
Yeah.
Damson Idris called on the devil.
Sometimes we do 10 episodes for my show, and in this last season, I was hitting a block, right? I was like, oh, I'm not doing it right? So I went in the corner, and then I was looking at the wall, and I was like, come on, devil, right? Come to me, because I had to do something like crazy, right? Had nightmares for a month. So it does come
to it or after?
After. Like I had nightmares every day. Like I felt that energy.
Oh, interesting.
And I had to pray and do all this stuff to like get rid of it. And you call your mom up and you're like, bring me back to life. And that stuff is real. That stuff really is real.
He said the stuff is real.
Yeah.
He's exposing industry secrets.
Right, industry secrets, right.
Because keep in mind,
that's exactly what he's saying.
I'm not gonna say because we don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna put my money on that wasn't his idea. A lot of times these brothers have coaching around them. They have agents. They have people to help them with their acting. They have the director who creates the actual role and the character. They have all this counsel around them. And I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm about to tell you it ain't righteous. Nope. It ain't no righteous counsel.
Maybe like you said, maybe he ended up getting a counsel. Like it worked for me when I called the devil and I slept perfectly fine. When they do it, since they connected to the devil, it's like it becomes their best friend. When he do it, you get nightmares.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know.
We don't know.
But a lot of times we already know what's pushed in the industry. They want you to put on a dress. They want you to play the devil. They want you to embrace all this crazy Satanism in order to get it done. Right? To get the sales.
And you know what's crazy? Nightmares or not, that series have multiple seasons. He still played it.
Right. Yeah, he still did it. There was nothing in the spirit that says, nah, stop. This ain't right. This is not right. Because give me Ephesians. Go to Ephesians chapter 6, read verse 12.
Bring it out, man.
It's this crazy. And then a lot of times our people got to understand, because our people look up to these brothers. Our people look up to a lot of these industry moguls.
Hey, you do. I'm so sorry for cutting you off, but you do realize after he called on the devil. Now he's going deeper into the industry where he's now dating Lori Harvey. She getting tossed around.
Man, she for the streets, bro. We'll see how long that lasts.
Hey, she's for the streets and the sidewalk.
Damn. She got the streets and the sidewalk. Damn. She got her own parking permit. Read that, man.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what our people don't understand. A lot of these industry moguls, they have to tap into that same darkness that they working for.
Right.
That same wickedness that's being pushed and published to our people through multiple media sources.
They use those same principalities that the Bible tells us to beware of. That's the ones we fighting against.
Right. They accept it. They have to embrace it. In order to get into that industry, you have to embrace it. That's why a lot of times we bring out, like, you see the conscious music or the conscious artists. They seem to kind of dwindle off into this back area called the underground.
Right.
What was that website where you get your like mixtapes, sound, that piff, and all that stuff? They got all these mixtapes, but they can't get an album,
right?
Because nobody wants to finance their album because they're not in a lot of the brothers are not in agreement with that principality.
Right?
It's like good. It's evil. What was his name?
Little John, Little Scrappy, Little
Scrappy.
There's a little
Scrappy. One of them.
Oh, Little
Scrappy. He just he came out a while ago. He started talking about more conscious stuff, and he was saying he even made a statement about that being in that industry and the things that they tried to make him do and stuff like that. It's many rappers that came out and said, "Nah, bro, I ain't with that."
What's the cocky swole brother that likes to dance with I hate Chris or something like that? What's his name?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Yeah. He goes into parties. He's getting felt up on. Not trying to, make him feel bad or whatever it may be, but he's getting felt upon by other.
Getting groped.
Yeah, he's getting groped by other high producers. That means that when you get groped and
trying to
with
initiate you.
You get whatever role, whatever movie that you want.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how stuff like that they happen because they have so much power and they so tapped in with that principality that, hey, listen, I have power to do this. I have power to make you stay, or I have power to make you go away.
They got that 2-point hand contact.
Oh man.
Ankle, they got that thing memorized. Right ankle, left ankle.
But that also goes to show you it's not so much about those who do make it. It's not all about talent. Because if you look at our people, the scriptures let us know that we are the salt of the earth. Talent is all around us.
Right.
So those who do make it to the big screen is those who are more willing to do the extremes, to dabble into this dark arts.
Now, I'm glad you said that. Let me get that in Sirach chapter 10 and let's read verse 9. Let's see what happened. What spirit that you rolling in when you dive into the dark arts and what you will do and what God says, right? Read.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
So why is man so proud? I mean, you got a prideful spirit that whatever you have to do. I thought basically a lot of them. I guarantee you when you ask them, majority of them, they'll say that they're Christian. But now you're so proud that you can't even come to the Lord and be like, "Hey, listen, let me fulfill this movie, whatever it may be." I'm just speaking.
That's what they say when they get the Oscars.
The award.
Yeah, that's what they say when they get the award.
I like that's the first thing I always say. I like thank God.
Which God you thinking?
My Lord and Savior.
No.
Who they thinking?
That principality.
The devil they had to tap into.
Exactly. That devil.
Read.
There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Read.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sale.
So he sells his own soul because he's covetous, because he wants the things in this world, the things in his life, right? Read.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Whatever he has to do to get it, he has to spread them cheeks.
Grab them ankles.
He'll grab them ankles.
Damn.
Jiggly.
So he literally give off his bowels.
Yeah.
He gives his bowels.
Hey, he give his body, soul, and mind.
Every part of his body,
everything.
too.
He gives everything. It's crazy. Hey, give me the next clip. This is the effects of it, right? Because I seen this clip on TikTok. It was kind of crazy. This brother, I don't know what type of spirit this brother in, but he off.
A lot of them off.
Shit, You're supposed to have haters. What the fuck is you talking about? If there's anybody in here who ain't got no haters, feel free to hate on me. Tell me my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
See, and this is the thing that's comical to the nations, where they put our brothers in this type of spirit, where they're clowns, they imitate, and that these are the roles that they put themselves in, and they don't understand it comes with spirits. It's a price.
Yeah, you see him with straight hair. Next thing you know, you're gonna see him with blonde hair, straight hair, and a damn dress.
Right.
He's moments away.
That's the steps. You're right. That's the steps, because the scriptures tell us we're not supposed to put our hair in styles like women. That's and that's what that whole pimping mentality came from. That's how Cat Williams made his career.
Hey, mind if I get a script about that?
Go ahead.
Exact thing
Pull
you're
it out.
talking about. Give me Psalms 137. The exact thing you're talking about, because the Lord knows his people. The Lord knew exactly what conditions we would end up in the last days. Watch this. 137 and verse 3. Because like these type of roles, you mainly see our people playing these type of roles. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 137 and verse 3.
Read it out.
For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
So the people who carried us captive, we all knew that our ancestors came on slave ships to be slave here in America. So those same people who did that to us, who carried us into slavery, what do they want from us?
Required of us a song.
Entertainment.
Right.
They want us to put on the dresses. They want us to for men. No, I don't want you to play the manly roles. If you do end up playing a man role, either you're gonna be a drug dealer, you're gonna be beating on the women, you're gonna be doing all sorts of things that's not upright. You're not gonna be a positive example for your people. Read on.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Do what?
Sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Yeah, show us one of your spiritual songs.
Right.
Yeah, show us what you got going on. And that's to this day, that's what we see, and we are being it's called typecasted. Right. We are always being the drug dealers. We are always the pimps. We are always the woman beater. And the women are always too strong and independent. That's how they show us to the world. That's a good example for our people.
Right, and that was the reason why a lot of our people got so much hell with the shows that we was actually trying to push, like Good Times.
Right.
We had with Bill Cosby as well. The Cosby Show, Different World. Those Family Matters. A lot of those shows, they got popular because of us, because you know that's what we was raised off. We was watching it. But what happened to it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They began to die off.
Now, I'm sorry to cut you off, but what happened to the same comment you made earlier about conscious music?
Right.
They go underground.
Right.
So the same thing with those shows, they disappear off the main airways.
So now you don't see our people being pushed as fathers. You don't see our people pushed as being husbands, being the structure or the foundation of the house. That's not the image that's getting pushed. Now it's this trap music, drill music.
Right.
They can never go back to showing those family-oriented black shows because the dragon is Roth.
Hey, I've been looking for him. To tell you the truth, because you know when you do want to squeeze in a little entertainment for your children, and you got to examine the things. I pray you sisters and brothers examine the things your children watch. When you got to examine what they watch, it's like it's nothing. Right. If you don't have on IUIC TV, you in trouble, man.
I actually watch and read.
You in trouble, man. You broke because you got nothing.
Yep.
Because they know how to hypnotize. Basically, with the television, they're telling you a vision. They telling you exactly how they want you to be. Because when we think about it, right? When we get out of, or we ask a so-called black man, what do you want to be? Well, I want to be a rapper. Well, I want to be.
That's the first thing.
Football,
basketball player.
What else it is? Football, basketball, or a drug dealer somehow, some way. Because they have seen that lifestyle. It goes to show you how powerful that imagery is and how much imagery plays within our people. For them, it's just, and they understand that's not right. But let's see what God calls it. Go to Ephesians chapter 5 and let's read verse 4. You know, all this acting that we're doing, we call it acting. It's not acting. That stuff is real. What you're doing, you're teaching lies towards our people with your acting. Read.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 4.
Read it out.
Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting.
No what?
Nor jesting.
What we're seeing, what we just saw in that last video was jesting.
Yeah.
That's what that was. That is jesting. You're literally sitting there. You're entertaining the other nations while destroying your people.
Right.
God says,
They
don't
give you the
do
dollar.
that.
They give you the dollar. Hey, give me that next one, because a lot of times the people don't believe it comes with spirits. It's a cost. It's a cost. You wanna chase that bag. You want that industry fame. Comes at a price. Give me that Sasha Fierce. We brought this out. I mean, no, I want the Sasha first. Leadership brought this out. They touched on it. Cause she got a lot of backlash a while ago for that whole church girl video and track she came out with. But watch what she said.
Beyonce called herself Sasha. Beyonce revealed her alter ego in 2008 when she announced her upcoming album titled I Am Sasha Fierce. Beyonce has said in interviews that Sasha Fierce is a persona she adopts when performing on stage or in front of the camera. By creating this alter ego, she is able to tap into a different aspect of her personality and bring out a more powerful and confident side of herself. She has also said that Sasha Fierce represents the more assertive and fearless aspects of her personality, which she uses so she can perform at her best. Why does Beyonce...
So again, we got another industry mogul. They saying that they have to tap into a different spirit in order to perform, in order to give the people what they want, or the nations what they want. Because we don't want that trash. We got original royalty, man.
That's right.
That's right. All right, give me the Kanye West real quick. Kanye West. This was back in 2019. Hold on,
and then
2019. Kanye West says the same thing. Kanye West, hold on, no, because we build it somewhere. We going somewhere, y'all. Kanye West said the same thing. So we got Beyonce, we got Kanye West, and then we got the brother. What is his name? Daniel something from off of Snowfall.
This one
Idris Dempson.
Yeah.
Dempson Idris, whatever.
Yeah. But go ahead, play that.
And then they put over, I'ma fuck your bitch, I'ma kill you. And that's that frequency that's rolling. And then, oh, here, pop this medication while you pop some mollies, pop some blah, blah. And that is the standard culture right now of music. That is what's controlling it. This pill, nightlife, all this. We're doing this in the light.
See? So they push you out there in order to grasp the fame and the population. And everybody's looking up to you. Now everybody's following you around with cameras, and the world is watching. You on social media, you everywhere. Now, what do you think the population is going to do? They're going to follow you.
Right.
They're going to do the exact same thing you're doing. They're going to chase what they see because they believe that that's the life they want.
And how you know it's a setup? Whenever those people, like their so-called fans or followers, follow the footstep of the music that they push out, there's no outrage. There's no problem. There's no cancel culture.
No.
But as soon as they go off script, they go off the guidelines. They say things like, for example, he recently got canceled, among many others. When they say, look, the so-called blacks, the children of the slave trade, they are the children of Israel. All of a sudden,
all hell breaks loose.
Right. So that's how you know it's purposely placed. It's a programming that these people who got these platforms, they have to follow. Don't go off script, you Negro. Don't do it.
Sometimes they'll let you think that you have the power.
Right.
But behind the background, you have handlers, real deal handlers, just like how Kanye had. He had a handler that was somehow, I believe he was CIA or he was a part of a government agent, maybe Canada, something like that. But a lot of the times when you have so much power within your hands or so much influence, that's why they call them influencers, so on and so forth, towards a certain point, you need to be watched because when they see 100 million followers, you could just say, let's boycott XYZ. You collapse the whole community. You collapse the whole society. You collapse America.
Right. Just change what the thing that the communication that you're pushing.
Right.
You just change that. The impact will be crazy. What was the brother that put it on his album that we was Israelites? Kendrick Lamar. The impact that it did, the amount of views, the people that follow him and watch him on a daily, just to put that in an album and then release it. They're like, nah. Whew. That's too many people finding out about. Now everybody trying to find out who's Israel. What's Israelites? What does that mean?
Right.
You know?
Right.
So
exactly.
that's why you were saying they have so much watch over these brothers. Like how do you go from a billionaire to a millionaire within a day or two. Like, how does that happen? You like work for this money. Like, you got your money, you got paid, it got put in your account, it's yours. But somebody takes it away just like that.
Halfway, snap of a finger. And the crazy part about it is that they are willing to sacrifice their company based off something that you just said.
Right. They canceled Yeezy. He's the one bringing in Adidas all
the money. Right.
But they're willing to sacrifice, like you said, get rid of him because he's blowing up our spot.
Y'all do realize that there's these major brands that our people like Balenciagas. They are into pedophilia. Right. And I don't see them getting canceled. I don't see their margins going down.
Right.
But you know that goes back with the agenda. The that spirit. What did Ephesians say? Ephesians 6:12. That principality. They tapped into that principality. But the minute that you start thinking outside of the box, like our brother Kyrie Irving said that he was Israel. Ice Cube, so on and so forth. If it's a little bit of light that's there, a little bit of righteousness that's being pushed out. No, the darkness is gonna try to overshadow the light, but that's never gonna.
You know what's crazy about with Ice Cube? Just to touch on that, Ice Cube was in NWA. They never did no cancel culture when he was talking about. You know.
Right.
Why they never did that with Nick Cannon, Wilder? Now he got homosexuals on his platform. They're sitting there making a fool of themselves on stage. They don't cancel that. But as soon as he starts to tap back into, this is actual history. These are the people we come from. There's a whole Viacom wants to cancel out everything. Adidas wants to cancel Kanye. All these they want to cancel it when they start speaking the truth.
Right.
Watch this.
Go ahead.
Go to Proverbs chapter 18 and let's read verse 21, because this is what happens when you start speaking the truth. Because the brother just recently said that if you speak truth, you lose wealth. Now watch this. Proverbs chapter 18 and let's read verse 21.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
So basically, the so-called white man understands the power of words. He understands the power of influence, especially if those words are in the mouth of an influencer. Meaning it could bring you death or it could bring you life. So far, with the entertainment industry, all they have been speaking is death. But the minute that you start speaking life, you're a bad guy. You're canceled. You're canceled. Oh no!
Hate
you
speech.
need therapy.
Hate speech.
You're crazy. Right? Read.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
So our people has been eating the wrong fruit for years on end, years and decades on end. That's why when you look at our community, it's so jacked up. But back then, when you had Public Enemy, things of that nature, it was a little bit more conscious. It wasn't that the fact that it was no evil that was there, but it was a little bit more consciousness. There was a little bit more pride. There was a little bit more esteem that's there. But now, when we look at this generation Z, this generation zombie, is completely dead.
You got rappers like Jeezy. I mean, we was to listen to him when he's come up, but brother never even lived that life. Like his kids was going to private school while he was rapping about bricks.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Like, it's crazy, man. But that's why we say we gotta watch out for what we watching. And a lot of our people be like, well, okay, I'm only gonna watch, black culture, black entertainment, etc. Okay, fine. Just like, give me that next picture, right?
Bring it out.
The Little Mermaid. Everybody went crazy.
Right.
Little Mermaid. Oh my God, they made her black. Heathens was mad. Esau was mad. White people were mad. Black people was like, yes.
I thought we was equal.
Right.
I thought we was equal, but that lets you know we're not.
And then everybody went out and bought their daughter a Little Mermaid black girl doll. Right. It's like, yes. Because I don't bring those Edomite stuff in my house either.
Right.
If the doll ain't a sister, ain't coming in my house. Right. But look at the flip side. Next image.
Oh, here we go.
Bomb. They still gonna catch you, man. They still gonna catch you. What is that? Interracial marriage.
Remember, Esau thinks deep. He's not gonna do something and be like, it was an accident. Nah. he makes sure that everything he does is thought out and planned out before
Hey, let's
he
get
does
that
it.
in Psalms. He's deep. His thoughts.
Thoughts is deep, man.
He give you a little bit of leeway. Like, okay, yeah, this Little Mermaid character been white for all we know.
Right.
I seen you know my son there in the post, the comments. She been white all my life. Right? So he's all like, all right, I'll give it to you. I'll change the color. I'll give you a black president. I got you. But it's gonna come with something. They deep. Read that.
Psalms chapter 64 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
See that? They deep. They think about this evil. They sleep upon it upon their bed. And they think about ways to the craftiness and the counsel of how to bring this principality, this evil rulership on you, that evil oppression. Right? And then it results to these, our actions. Give me that next article. Read that.
The brat apologizes for saying black sperm donor looked like Jiminy Cricket.
You see, so the brat just recently, scroll down, give me the picture. The brat just recently, because you know she's in a I don't know what kind of relationship.
She's one of those letters.
She's an unlawful. She's in an unlawful relationship. And then they decided they wanted to have a baby. So she stated that there were no black donors to for her to get, you know, implanted with her own seed, her own people's seed. So she decided to go Caucasian.
That lets you know how much influence that the so-called white man has. No matter what, his reach is far beyond what we could think. It lets you know the power of pictures and the power of words. Because all it is just movies is just like pictures. That's all it is. But in our mind, we compute it as it's moving. But the power of pictures and the power of words will make you turn against your own people to where if you give black people the image that they need, white people turn against it. But now when you I think I lost my train of thought.
when you teach the level of what our people are supposed to be, that's when you actually indent into us the actual pride of being who we are.
Right.
Like give me Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Thank you.
That's why we so much. A lot of times we teach this, and our people say, "Well, what does color have to do with anything? His color don't matter." It says the image of the what they say, the message. It's not about his color. It's about his message.
Right.
That's bull, because we can see it in our community.
Right.
We can see it with the things that's pushed on our people: the drug dealing, the fornicating, the rap system. Even the movies, the what do you call that?
What?
Interracial marriage.
Right.
All of that, you can see it affecting us as a people. So we do need to push that Jesus Christ is a black man. We do need to push that the Israelites are black people and that we are the best people on the face of the earth. We need to teach that. Watch that. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God says we are above all people, and we should take the seed of our people. Give me that, Tobit. The seed, Tobit 4. Come on, man.
Here we go,
man.
I'm telling you, this brother. I think it's the yellow. It's the yellow.
No. It's the yellow.
Give me that. Read.
Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
Read.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
See, so those things we have to indent into our people, that we are a great people, and we need to take upon the seed of our own people.
Right.
And that's why we got to combat this media. This media is tenfold being pushed on our people.
And as far as what we're seeing with the brat, we see how much hatred that she has for herself, to where she cast away her own people to get with the white man. That means that there's a level of hatred that's there.
Right.
Give me that in Daniel chapter 2 and verse 43. Now let's see what God, is making. Let's see what Esau is doing whenever he's trying to do push out the interracial marriage type of or interracial relationships. Let's see what God says about that, right? Read.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 43.
Uh-huh.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay,
Read.
they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. So now, just to explain this is making reference to Rome, and then it's translating to America. It's telling you that thou saw iron mixed with miry clay, talking about their military, right? Read.
But they shall not cleave one to another.
They're not going to do what?
Cleave one to another.
Read.
Even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Read.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
So you see their plan. Their plan is try to push interracial marriage, no matter what. But even, the melting pot that they say, you could come to America. America's a big melting pot,
right,
where all nations could just sit there. All nations could just join together. When all nations could sit there and they could join together, God says they are not going to mix with one another, because the fundamentals about a community is having the same set of belief system. So if you don't have the same belief system, you're never gonna mix. So
their belief system is putting you at the bottom.
Yep.
That's their belief system.
Right.
And as long as you are at the bottom and portrayed to the entire world that you are less than nothing, drug dealers, rappers, thugs, gangsters, they are fine with that. That's
Right.
the place that they want you, right? And what we connecting is the result of being taught that for all our life with the social media, constantly seeing it 24/7. You watch it on your TV, you get it through your Facebook, you get it through your Instagram, and then we make the results. The results of it is the decisions that our people make, like the brat. She in a she got an interracial baby, and she in a unrighteous relationship. That's the result. She was in that industry. That's all she was taught all her life, right? And then it's perpetuated. Give me that next article. It's perpetuated. Read that one.
Krishan Rock reveals she prayed to God to get pregnant by Blueface after 3 abortions. Claims they agreed to build a family together.
You see the trauma that it puts on these people, that they have to go and sell their bowels to be successful in this world.
I'm just shocked and perplexed by what we just read.
She wanna
She
be a mother
Wait.
after 3 abortions.
That
Want to be a
wound
mother
is
now.
over with.
Oh, hey.
I can't
Wow.
believe she admitted that stuff publicly. Like some
She
stuff,
damaged.
like our
Boy,
people
no
have
way,
no
boy.
shame.
She damaged.
That goes to show you the so-called black women here in America. They only choose to have a baby for the black men as an entrapment.
Right.
So she's seeing
Right.
what she would go without if there's no children involved. There's nothing.
right.
They're not married.
So
Because the Bible said to get married.
So hold on. That means the last 3 was broke.
Right. Right. Because it's like you wasn't
Damn.
you wasn't fully making it, but now I can see the lifestyle that I want.
You on now.
Right. You on. You got the bag. You got the bag.
I pray to God, get me pregnant one more time. You didn't did 3 abortions. I ain't sending no more kids through your womb.
Let me tell you something. What did we just read? What did we just read? In all honesty, I'm still perplexed. Could we read it again? I don't know. Cause I'm still trying to compute and make it make sense. Go ahead.
Krishan Rock reveals she prayed to God.
She prayed to God. Okay. I get that part. I get that. Jesus is real.
Jesus.
Okay, but
Jesus.
you prayed to God. Okay, let me see.
To get pregnant by Blueface after 3 abortions.
That's the part I don't get. I don't get the part where after you kill, because if you believe in God, if you're gonna say God, at least you know the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill.
Double homicide. Well, that's
You
triple.
Triple
homicide.
homicide. Meditate with meditation.
Right.
You killed somebody 3
Premeditated.
times, and now you're gonna pray to God again for him to get you pregnant again?
So
you.
now that begs the question of which God are they praying to?
I don't know.
We in here, we know it's not the God of the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
But give me Luke chapter 6.
Warhammer said God gave you 3 chances.
She chose the 4th.
Wow.
Give me Luke 4,
Let me
read
get
verse
another
46.
one. Let me get a 4th chance.
45. Luke 6 and 45. Read that. for this industry, man. Our people gotta be aware of the things that they're being taught, and pay attention to the repercussions of it. This is the reason why we've been taught that we are these terms. We are gangsters and hoes and thoughts and side chicks and all of this. We're not being taught that we are wives, we are righteous sisters, we are husbands. We're not being taught that. So the decisions that we make in life is very obvious. It's showing in the decisions we make. Read that.
Luke chapter 6 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh.
So it says, the abundance of the heart your mouth speak. So if like our Mr. Brother West, he said, if I sit there and I listen to, I'ma get this bag, I'ma F these chicks all day, what do you think you gonna be doing?
Right.
Yep.
That abundance that you're speaking, you tap into to Satan, your life is gonna revolve around Satan.
Hey, I can lay it back off you. Pull the script real quick.
Got last one. We winding down, y'all.
1 Corinthians 15:33.
We got Cap up next.
Yes, sir. Like you said, if you whatever you listen to, that's exactly how you're gonna adapt yourself to, and you're gonna start acting like what you put into your ears, into your mind. Right? Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33.
Bring it out.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
So you have a manner. Everybody say, "Oh, I grew up in a good household," but then when you start listening to those, the F you, F that chick, F these, you gonna start acting like that. You're gonna start being what's that sister name? Glorilla. Glorilla. You can talking about some. We at the abortion. We finna get an abortion right now. I got all my chicks with me. Then those sisters that listen to that, they're gonna start doing that. They're gonna start getting abortions. And Blueface talks about hitting. He hits women. He treats women bad, and our sisters fall right for the loop.
Hey, listen, what we're reading, the evil communication that these women are there pushing out is the people that are rapping behind these mics, those people are not even healed. Right. So we got people that's unhealed of their trauma trying to give you songs about how they feel when they can't even get themselves out of that situation. How could somebody give you counsel when they're already broken themselves?
Hurt people,
and that's what we're seeing. They hurting you, but then again, the thing that's gonna help them heal themselves is by getting millions and millions of dollars.
Y'all, you can obviously see the happiness is not in the bags that they chase.
Exactly.
You can see it. Hey, but this has been your show. You know,
Four Corners
News. We'll be back. We got Captain Shim up next, right?
We got Captain Shim up
All
next with precept upon precept.
So
that's right.
So we got Captain Shim up next, precept upon precept. We got the article, the lower third. Sorry.
Put the disclaimer, because what you guys could do, right, to help us, kind of like, spread this gospel, spread this truth. What we got to do, we got to join the Booster Club and just send your money to IUIC.fundraising.
That's right.
At IsraelUnite.org. Put your money where your mouth is. You could visit Original Royalty. That's originalroyalty.com. You get your books, you get your Bibles, you get your pens, so on and so forth. We need help from people in order for us to fulfill this mission, and this is how you do it.
Right.
You send your funds, you send your arms, and not only that, Israel at IsraelUnite.org, and then you put land to help donate to us, so that way we could be able to get some land some.
We got a lot of stuff going on. We got the land donations. We got the bishops and the captains traveling to the islands. We got quests coming up, so it's a lot of things, brothers and sisters. Just a lot of ways you can help out. But stay tuned. We'll be right back. Captains will be back later on this week. We got at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Make sure you check us out. Tune in. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.